Prince, acid rapper, soccer hacky sacker, cocky khaki jacket jacker, slap happy faggot slapper, or rocky rocket launcher, shake that laffy taffy, jolly raunchy rapper. Dang dang ski ski ski, she do that thing for 3 retweets. The album feel like 92. Then take that bump for he 3P. Chance whole acid, cruising on that LSD. Ask yourself about my deal, he look back, say hell yeah, let's see. This shit my favorite song, you just don't know the words, but I still fuck with you, you just ain't never heard. It go like count that stack, pop that captain down that jack. All my niggas hit that zit, and all my ladies bout that bitch. This my jam, this my jam, this my jam, this my jam, about that jam, about that jam, about that jam, about that jam. This my jam, this my jam, this my jam, this my jam, about that jam, about that jam, about that jam, about that jam. Young, rascal flax, young ass kid ass could rap. Fuck all the faculty, tobacco packing, acrobat, back to backpacking, back and forth with fits, jack and forth of weed. I'm back to pack on hits with young Cletus to pat my back. Yo, nigga with a nose ring, that's right. Just here to rap them songs. Rag on my hair, rap weed in Vegas, rockin' Vagabond. Sing the song, oh, you don't know. What? Well, I still bang with you, hang with you, sit drink with you, as long as I can sing with you. This shit my favorite.
Guess what day it is?
It is Tuesday. All right.
That's right, I got paid today.
All right, what the topic is?
Yo,
I got some topics actually that I
do
wrote
you?
down.
Yeah. Well, let's hear them, dude. I mean, we just freestyle in this bitch,
freestyle.
man. There ain't no. I don't have no structure.
No,
I don't have.
I feel that. These are
You know what I'm
these
saying?
These are just topics that I like that I wrote down.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right.
This motherfucker.
Oh my God, you gotta eat. I just got back from the fucking gym and I haven't even eaten. You're eating here.
Do you want some chips?
No, I don't want chips. I just don't want to eat it. Make you guys listen to me eating.
So what was your
on a day-to-day basis, what do we do, or what do you guys do to be your best?
That's a good topic.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because this world's fucking crazy, and I literally sometimes just want to.
Yo, one thing I want to say is I want to bring some positivity here.
Yeah.
Okay, but go on.
Yeah. No. Just go ahead. I like that because
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It just depends. Like
just on a day-to-day basis, what do you do to be your best self?
Shit.
You always got to be the better you. But at the end of the day, like, it isn't taken to you to be like always having it like, oh, I got to do this. Like, you don't have to do that every fucking day. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I
feel like people beat the ground sometimes way too much and still get no results from being, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me.
I don't know. I mean, day to day doing what I do, this thing is just.
So I'm curious. Like I'm a very rhythmic, systematic person.
Yeah. I'm just laughing at Alec because he's fucking.
Just like I'm very structured in my routine and how I go about my day. So I'm just curious, like, how that translates to your guys' daily life. What you do. I mean, shit, because like I wake up, most of you guys are gone during the day, so like I'm just like curious as to like what your day looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like doing what I do every day is kind of different, you know.
Teaching.
Yeah, and I feel like I try to pay attention to everything. Not saying that I pay attention to things more than you guys, but like I have like a heavy influence on every like kid, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be careful what the fuck I'm doing, what the fuck I'm saying, and all that type of shit. So I'm very like aware and in tune with a lot of different things throughout the day, you know.
Like just what your lingo, your dialogue.
Yeah, how I'm interacting.
Your verbiage.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, like,
because I look at it as like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah, I mean, basically just having like a kid, you know, like they're going to soak up every single thing, every single conversation, you know. So they might not remember it, but like it's going to have some sort of impact, good or bad. So I feel like my day is a little different than you guys, you know.
How many people or how many kids on a day-to-day basis do you interact with?
At least probably 20-ish.
do you think that's a lot for you, or could you handle more?
Oh, what do you mean, like all at once?
Yeah, like do you have like 20 people in one city?
Not in one classroom. No. I have like my class is about 10 or so.
Okay.
Depends on the day. Now this is just to understand, like this is like 10 kids that each one individually needs like their own.
Yeah,
like
it's
one on
yeah.
one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm the only motherfucker in there.
Yeah.
So
I feel yeah.
So they need like they need somebody like constantly on them.
Well, when with the world we live in, everyone's got like an attention span of like literally like 8 seconds, and that's not even a joke.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
And kids, so yeah, that kids definitely need supervision all the time, like good supervision, or else things are this world. I mean, like obviously you said you deal with some of the children that just don't have good backgrounds.
Yeah.
So if you can.
But I mean, that's the unfortunate thing is they're taught that they can use that as an excuse.
No,
you know
I know.
So then,
which sucks because like every.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Every
I feel like
situation.
mine is just off the fucking chain right now.
Every situation that you are put into, you have to learn how to be the best you can be out of that situation. I was always told when you meet someone.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
That's good. I like it.
It's nice.
Good job. That's real good job, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. So
like
I was always told that everyone goes through their own shit. No one will ever know what anyone else is dealing with. We all have more different financial struggles than others, but I was always taught to be the best person you can be and make sure every time you interact with someone that you are in turn making them a better person after every conversation that you have with them.
Yeah. Like I don't know, the school that I'm at, like it's a lot of the kids like last chance, you know, before they get sent off to
like
somewhere they don't really want to be. Like I don't know if you guys know like the places like Adobe and shit like that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those type of basically just like
I know what type of schools you're talking about though.
Yeah, I mean it's basically just like fucking juvie. You know?
Yeah.
So like
and those are places, like I said, those are places where they're not gonna get to have someone as fortunate as you who has a lot of patience to be almost kind of that big brother figure, because the next step they're gonna get a fucking PO officer that's saying fuck you, I don't really care, I'm getting paid for this. Like,
so you just gotta kind of learn to like relate every situation back to like, yo, if you did this out in the real world, like you would get fucked up. So yeah, I don't know, but like the only thing that pisses me off is like just a lot of the kids and even the parents and shit. Just it's annoying because they try to like throw some sort of pity party and shit like that. And I can read like every kid's like file. I can do all that type of shit, and it's just annoying because I feel like my background is like a lot worse than theirs, and they're still like making the excuses. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
and I honestly I don't foresee it getting any better in this world. Every generation. You know, I mean, fuck, like, we were, you know, we went out and played football the other day. I guarantee you 10 years from now, they'd be like, fuck it, we're just gonna play video games, and, you know, people don't, you know, that's...
You guys went ball?
Yeah, we went and played some football.
Some turkey ball?
Yeah.
Some pigskin.
Yeah, where at?
Just out front until I fucked it up and hit the front of the neighbor's door.
Oh, you played outside, like out here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's lit.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like, I think we are honestly the last generation that will ever experience that middle ground of technology and being able to socialize at a human level, of which we do. Nowadays, it's all, hey, let's just Snapchat each other. And I think that is a result of that mentality.
Yeah. Where do you think like the generational like cutoff is, as far as like, because we're all like relatively the same age, but I do feel like there's a difference. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, between us, or just in
maybe
in
not?
life,
I was gonna say like maybe not between me and you, Eric, because we're like the same age, you know. Yeah. But like maybe between me and Alec, and maybe between me and Ron, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like where is the cutoff? Where is the difference? Do you guys think, like based off what you guys see like day to day, you know? Because there is. I feel like there's no denying that.
I've always wondered that too. How, but I feel like it's just based off, you know, your opinion though. Like,
depends what type of person you are.
Yeah, like it's based off your own opinion. Like you can't. There's no like actual like scale. They don't say, hey, it's 90 to 2000.
Well, no, they do. They do. They like because we're what I don't even know what generation we are, but
millennial.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is like where do you see it?
X.
Yeah, like where do you see it personally?
I don't know, like. And I think you, even when we first moved in a year ago, you kind of more instilled it into my brain more than anything. It's not so much what generation or whatever, it's the experiences that you go through in life, you know, and your upbringing, and just the scenarios that are thrown at you. You know, I know 35-year-old people that are immature as hell just because they've had everything handed to them. And then shit, you know, I've been around, you know, 18 to 20-year-olds that are more immature than those 35-year-olds just because it's the scenarios that they've had to go through in life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's just interesting, like the gap, you know, like the disconnect.
Because it's scary. Like I think every generation is gonna say that. But you have to be, you know, it's like at the end of the day, like you have to be understanding of each generation, because when we're 50 years old running a business, you know, hopefully all of us are, we're going to have to rely on our age now. Yeah. So it's like you have to look into that and understand how their brains work.
Yeah. You guys seen Gran Torino?
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
You gotta.
Dude, this kid would love that. You would love that movie.
He would.
I'm surprised. That we were talking about favorite movies. That'd probably be your fucking favorite.
Yeah, we definitely would.
Yeah.
Get off my fucking.
Yeah, get off my lawn. It's. I mean, it's basically just racist.
But yeah,
white
so
dude, but he's cool.
Gabe, you kind of answered that. To go back to our main question, you know, you kind of have to be very conscious of what you guys do on a day to day.
What's another topic you got here?
Well, I kind of want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say?
So Gabe is very, just like, obviously with his work environment, you know, he's very conscious of how he has to engage.
I mean, at the same time, I have to do that too. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my job is not to, like, I can't go out here and just like be known to smoke or anything like that. Like it's just a couple people that have just found out that I even smoke. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where it's like I have to still put on something and still find information and try to grow within myself to, you know, better do things at my own job.
He just was out the
I just got back from the gym. I just had a bunch of pre-work. I haven't
He trying to focus.
No, I'm good.
Oh shit, that was fucking hilarious.
On like a day-to-day basis, how many people do you think you interact with? Hundreds?
Yeah, because
like personally or just like in the vicinity.
Just like personally.
Okay.
Like I have to personally go to these tables and talk to these people. Like it's one of the things that's in our job. You know what I mean?
No, like so that's what I'm just trying to gather more information on, like how you know how many people we each interact with.
Yeah, we interact. Yeah, that's the thing. Like with the things that we do, like we all interact with a lot of people throughout the day, and so it's like Yeah, I like being
and it
high.
fucks with your mind too, because it's like, and you know, like I'm same here. Like we got on a day-to-day basis, I'll probably see 150.
Right, that's what I was gonna say for you. It probably shits
so,
on us.
Yeah, 250 people, you know, and it's not, you know, and it's like
just because every hour, like you got like
so it really
waves of like 10 to 20.
Yeah, and it can be very frustrating at times and draining, because it's almost like basically the way they put it to me, were like, you're the face of the company. Like if you're not upbeat and you're not like all the time, then it's going to reflect to other people. That's why I'm just kind of trying to gather information, you know, like where everyone is at in their day-to-day life and how that affects their mind, because it is crazy. Like, you know, that's why
you already know I come on, I smoke shit.
I wish I could.
Yeah, you already know.
Did you hear any good news?
Still waiting.
Damn. I've been waiting.
But yeah, you know, I think the human mind can only take so much of that before it's like, holy fuck, like this is not natural just to be like, you know, all the time, every day.
Everybody, I feel like everyone needs to decompress.
Absolutely, like
like you have to.
So that's why, like, I've always heard like the saying, like, the older you get, the more in tune people actually get with Mother Nature, because it helps with serenity and peace, and just kind of connecting with yourself on a more personal, soulful level. Yeah, like I said, moving out here was great. You know, you kind of have to do these things to build yourself up and understand yourself more, and obviously build a career, because, you know, when you're in a fucking environment where there's no jobs or no one, you know, not even doing what you want to be doing, you've got to take that risk and be willing to, you know, get uncomfortable to find those opportunities. But at the same time, it's like, it's a mind fuck, because like you are literally putting yourself out in front of hundreds of people, you know, on a day-to-day basis, which is not technically like natural.
Right. How do you think, I mean, I feel like you could say the same thing for like social media and shit though, you know?
What do you mean it's not natural?
Yeah,
Like
what?
Putting yourself in front of hundreds of people on a day-to-day basis, that's natural. It's not out of the normal. You go to Walmart, you go shopping, you're always surrounded by hundreds of...
Yeah, but he's saying actually like interacting. You could be around be around somebody, but it's like, yo, do these people actually like even like really think about like if like when you go out, if somebody actually sees you.
There's a difference between...
That's exactly what we were just saying. Yeah. Like you go somewhere overseas, you fit in. That's exactly what I'm saying, you know?
Like I said, you know, in a sense, like that's why I actually had this conversation with you the other day, and we're gonna go back to the, you know, just because we're obviously all very comfortable with each other, and I said, you and I are both very privileged. Don't ever fucking take that for granted. What you guys go through on a day-to-day basis is completely different from what you and I will ever have to experience. But yeah, so, you know, in terms of like going out to Walmart or going to a restaurant, you know, shit, I don't want to be out fucking like singing and wearing Louis Vuitton, because that I feel like that's the way a lot of people out here are, you know, like flexing and showing off, and then that kind of goes back to social media, what you were saying, Gabe, and it's like people mentally can't fucking handle that. I've seen it firsthand where people will literally turn themselves into fitness models for 6 months, never see them again. They move back home and go off the fucking internet.
Yeah, it's a crazy world, man.
Yeah,
but I feel like that happens with anything. Like, it's not just, you know, Instagram. It's, you know, everyday jobs. It's you know, everything. It happens everywhere to everyone. You know, it just depends on, you know, if you still have that grind to continue to.
But anyway, how's everyone's day?
Yeah. Like, we live.
We live, B. We live, baby.
So what do you do on a day-to-day basis to be your best self?
Oh man,
and don't give like some shit.
No,
think about it. I'd rather you sit here for 5 minutes and not say a word than say something cheesy, and like that's just.
I'm not saying no. You don't know what I was about to say.
All
right. To be my best self, honestly, I always have the mentality of thinking that people love people, which everybody does. You know, it's like you give a positive reaction, you'll receive a positive reaction. You smile, you will receive a smile. If you always keep like a steady resting face, and you might not look pissed off, but you will, in fact, to another person look like you are mad. They're gonna reflect on that image of you, and they're gonna look mad, which is we're gonna reflect on someone else. So I always try to go and be happy and smile and goof off and dance around like an idiot, just to get a conversation starting to lighten someone's day. Because, you know, it's like, damn, that guy looks like he's having fun. I think I'm gonna have fun too, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
that was a lot better answer than I thought he was gonna give, man. That was good. That was good.
That was good. That was a great answer.
Yeah, that was good.
Because that is true. And honestly, I tell people that all the time. Like, they'll ask me even at work, like, and I'll basically say the same thing, because
like, why you so upbeat, or like
because there's this one lady, like older lady, and every time she sees me, she's like, hey, Mr. Happy. She's like, hey, Mr. Happy. Like what?
No,
hey, Mr. Happy.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like you know, I always tell people too. It's like, you do literally just have to find the positives out of the negatives every fucking day. Like, yeah, obviously none of us want to go to fucking work every day. That's a given for anyone. But if you go up and you're like, I don't want to be here, like, you know, that's the attitude you're gonna get back too. So it's like, you know, you might as well. I'm a very real person too when it comes behind, like, being, you know, behind a front desk. Like, a lot of time they'll be like, hey, how's it going? I'll be like, I'm trucking on, you know, just obviously something fucking ass backwards, to where it's like, you know, I would much rather be doing something else, but I'm here and I'm putting in the effort. Like, that's the kind of way I look at my how I provide answers, in almost kind of like an ass backwards type of like. Just,
I was gonna say, I feel like anytime I came in there, that was definitely the vibe, you know. Like that was something that I could pick up on.
That's funny that you say that, because whenever I'm in those situations where I am forced to interact with people, I always just like, you know, I'm happy to be here, you know. It's like, I'm
but
here
it's funny
for
you picked
you.
up on that. Like, obviously I'd rather be here sitting doing this, but you know, and that's why, like, so we got a new owner at the beginning of the month, and even the old one was like, oh, but you know, you're so great at talking to people. I was like, well, yeah, you know, when I need to pay my bills, and when you put me in a situation where I'm forced to pay my bills, interacting with people that, you know, I might not typically interact with, yeah, you're gonna have to figure something out, you know. But yeah, you know, it's just like, obviously everyone's got good and bad days, but there are definitely those days where I'm just like, trucking on YouTube.
Like, yeah, I think we all have those, you know what I mean? But
I always come in, he's like, yeah, another day.
I feel like at the same time though, we can't like give that off, you know what I mean? As far as like for me, I can't give that off, you know what I mean? Like, I still have to like still be positive regardless. Like, you know, I can maybe go back to the kitchen and be like, damn motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, just get the shit out or something. But other than that,
the customer,
I can't.
I feel like that. Well, it's just tough, because I feel like everything is kind of turned into like a customer based like service, you know.
But you have,
like, you can't piss no one off no more. You can't.
The customer's always right.
If you fuck up, like, it's a wrap.
But you also have to understand too, in that sense, it's like you have to be real with people, or else they're never gonna get that aspect of it either. And so you know, it's like so. For
instance, nowadays you can't be real, man. Because it's not something people want to hear. You know, people are so sensitive.
Be real then. Like,
that is true.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yo.
What the fuck just happened?
I was petting Rico with my foot.
All right, put that bag over
the
that
bag, and then just like
put the bag.
Yo, this dude just got a facial, bro. I was just like, what the fuck?
There, fixed.
Yeah, we good. We live. We still rolling.
Like, there are definitely like times where you have to. I'm a very, very patient person, But at the same time, like, there are times where, you know, I can only be so patient before I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna be cut and dry, like, to the most respectful way possible.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like being disrespectful, you know.
Like sometimes you have to.
The customer or like the being on, like, if you're working somewhere?
Just in general, just daily.
Yeah, it's like sometimes some people deserve the shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying, man. And I could be that person for these motherfuckers. You know? Everybody needs their ass kicked.
So yeah, like, no, and I agree. And I think it's.
And I would gladly do that. Is what I'm saying.
So, for instance, like if one of your students acted up or was not listening to you, you're obviously not gonna beat the shit out of them.
No.
So in
mentally I will.
Exactly. So that's like you use your words in an insightful manner to basically kind of dumb them down and make them.
I'm mind fucking you right now.
Like to make them.
I'm fucking the shit out of you.
To make them feel dumb and actually think about what you're saying.
Normal mics, you know what I'm saying?
That's fucking awesome.
Like, I don't hear no difference.
There's definitely a cleaner difference.
Yeah, I feel like after like playing it back afterwards, it'll sound different.
All right, so if we want to sing, let's go into the studio.
Hey, let's get it.
This is a talking thing, guys. If we want to go to the studio, we have a studio for that reason. So in terms of our daily challenges and interactions with people and trying to be the best people that we could be, how important do you guys think patience is?
Very.
Patience is the key.
Yeah. Because that was something we were talking about when we first moved in. Like, we didn't fucking know a thing about each other. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, like
all of us?
No.
Yeah.
Like Ron and I, like, at first, like,
we didn't know.
like,
oh, you're saying when you
like,
moved?
Pissed,
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know.
2 a year and.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying nah.
No, and in a sense for you guys too. But like we were like, all right, well, we're literally gonna move in, you know, just to help each other out, and you know, and it worked. I feel like between a lot of people, it probably wouldn't work, but we made it work. So.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So it's like we were talking about
patience is key.
We never tested each other's patience. We only built each other's patience. You're gonna, like I said, obviously no one's gonna have a perfect day, you know, for fuck's sake. Like if you just dealt with a shitty customer, like I was reading something too. It's like you never want to bring the energy outside from the outside world, which is majorly probably going to be shittier than what's going to be in your home to your home. Like if you're having
it's the same vice versa.
Yeah. But that's what, like, if you're gonna have if you're having a shitty day, and you know, don't bring it upon the people that you live with, because it's not fair upon them. It's like, for fuck's sake, just go in your room and take a shower, jerk off, and you'll be good. Jay, oh shit.
Yeah, but then again, if you are having a shitty day and you want to talk about your fucking day.
Yeah, there's a difference between talking about it like this or even without podcasting it. You know, you're just like, fuck, you know, I just want
that was for me, dude.
Vent it.
Like, I could not vent to my roommates that I was living with, my old roommates.
About shit that was happening in your life.
I told them my truck, and they didn't even know. I never told them.
Yeah, and I came and picked your ass up because you were Googling too much. You were relying too much on your Google Maps, bro.
What? Oh, yeah, you don't got an iPhone, man. You fucked up, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I can't even tell you how many times he's almost missed this entrance up here. I've had to be like, bro.
Pay attention.
Like, I'm like, you gotta stop relying on technology all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
and you should know where the fuck you're at, man.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been out here?
A year.
A year? Yeah.
In Tempe for a year.
And then, Eric, you've been like 8?
8 years, yeah.
And then a year?
But like, to get to work, like, I don't have to. It's just like, say if I go somewhere else, like I drop somebody off from work, and then I just need to get back to the interstate. That's all I need, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, I don't have to.
Dude, I feel like it's for this being like one of the biggest cities, you know, and growing, like it's super easy to get around.
Yeah, it's very boxy.
As long as you learn like the system and like where the streets.
Yeah, it's a grid.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But again, I mean, you also have like, so for me, like when I get put into new environments, like moving down here, you know, obviously it's going to take me a couple times to where I'm going to GPS it to figure out the route that I'm going to take every day. Yeah. But it's like, now that I've got that formulated in my head, it's like, I'm not going to put a GPS on my phone every time, because then you start relying on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
one thing it does help.
It's better to just learn on your own, get lost.
Yeah, that or it helps with traffic.
Yeah,
like, you know, say like it'll let you know
like did you like that. There's a wreck. Like don't go this way. You're on the fastest.
So like I'll play music and like I'll hear it, bitch. But I'll be like, no, there's a lot of traffic on that.
That's true.
So to build off that, I guess this was actually another topic that I wanted to.
I'm curious. Can I see? Can you talk about the topic? Then can I see your topics?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring it up.
Well, yeah, but can I see the rest of them?
No, I'm gonna bring it up.
That's fucked up, man.
It's for later nights, man.
What? No, these are for you to process on the dome.
On the spot, huh?
On the dome. So we were talking about
light a candle.
Yo, actually, so you know what you should do is share the note. Is it in the notes? Share the notes, and we can fucking.
He don't have that.
Well, I'm just. Well, yeah.
You all need to come on.
No, it was like
Android.
No, but did you know you can do that? You can share like a note with somebody, and they can, and we could both edit it. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just bring up the topic?
Yeah. But I just think it would be cool to just, you know. I'm just saying, man.
All he was trying to do is just tell you about it.
Oh.
No, I'm just talking about like tell you about the note afterwards. Like he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. No, yeah, I can share it if you like.
No, fuck you, man.
No.
But anyway, all right. So go back to
I don't give a fuck about your note, man.
All right, so just with technology.
Hey, now that you said, I'm sorry. When you said that, it just reminded me of. Do y'all remember the old like on the computers that big ass paper clip?
What is it?
A paper clip on the computer that you can be able to press. And you do like undo. You remember those?
I don't remember that.
Oh,
but he does somehow.
There's a little face.
He had a little face paper clip.
Yeah. Okay, I remember. Vaguely. Hey, it's all good. Anyway, but yeah. So back to GPS. You know, just trying to figure out shit on your own. Technology. That's my next topic. Was where do you guys think technology is headed? Do you think it's beneficial? I'm like, bro, I literally
lost the soldier. Man down.
Where do we see technology? Do we see it benefiting us? Do we see it weakening us?
No, I mean, I think we're fucked.
Hey, Rico, get the fuck out of there, asshole.
Hey, get on. Yeah,
technology's going.
He could be eating the fish. So that's how I look at it.
You deal with technology a lot.
You need to check the water level.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some in
there. Yeah. What's wrong with the water level?
It's just low. Rico drank all of it.
Yeah, nobody here. Yeah, he just be chugging that water, bro.
Yeah,
I was saying, man, he just hopped up there the other day, and I was like, man, he's about to fuck this fish up, and then he just starts drinking the water. Yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker, man.
But anyway,
big ass bowl, same size over there.
Technology's going, like it's excelling, and it's
definitely absurdly fast. Like to where our mind almost can't comprehend it.
I was just doing some research a couple days ago, and they just came out with a flying bike. Like it's a motorcycle that spreads out and has 4 rotors, and you can fly it around.
Have you seen that the self-driving car crash in San Francisco like a year or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I don't know, man. I ain't really with this technology bullshit, to be honest. I don't think it advances us as far as like society. I feel like it kind of like hinders us.
It allows us to sit here.
Yes
and make
and no.
Podcast.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I mean, fuck this podcast, man.
No, I agree because we can
have a fireside chat.
We could.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
We could literally
Dude,
be having the
be
same
the
conversation in the backyard, in wherever,
on a cassette tape.
Yeah,
it's
weird
technology
because it definitely it's like there's so many benefits of it, but there's so many hindrances to it.
But my problem is, I feel like it just makes people lazy. Lazier than they already are. So that's my issue with it. And even like social media, like that shit's whack.
Mm-hmm. So go back to the time.
I agree too.
So like those two things, I don't see that helping us at all.
For me, like I said, I always tell Ron, I was like, I fucking hate, I hate social media. I really fucking do. It makes people become people that they typically wouldn't be because of outside opinions or views or whatever it might be. But in terms of certain things, there is a benefit to having it. Like, if you're going to start a business, it's harder to do that word of mouth nowadays.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Than just guerrilla marketing.
But that's what I'm saying is so unfortunate is because we can no longer do that no more. Instead, you got to be like, oh, what's your fucking... Instead of being like, yo, what's your phone number? What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face, man.
Like, what's your handle?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's when, at the same time, like, it depends on, like, what, like, business or anything, like, you're trying to get into.
Yeah. Well, I feel like any business now, you
have, like, an Instagram, but I'm just saying as far as, like, when you meet people and stuff like that, like, I still see cards and stuff like that still being given out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, business cards.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is though, they're tied to a website, tied to Instagram.
Yeah, the first thing somebody will look for on that card is fucking
Instagram, YouTube.
I don't even care to talk about this social media because this shit just that shit's gay.
Gay.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But I mean, it just pisses me off.
But I mean, that's technology, and that's the way
the world we live in. Like
that's why I would like to just go back because this shit's.
No, I feel you. I believe seriously. I believe that I would. I don't know about you guys.
I swear, every fucking phrase that you say, Gabe, I need to make a T-shirt out of it. Promote it. Let's just go back because that shit whack. the other ones like
I got bars, dude. What you mean?
Man, yeah, that's what I said. We need to get your ass in the studio.
Do you lift? Nah, just pick it up and put it down.
Hey, man. Fuck. Don't dumb it down. Don't overthink it.
Okay, so if you don't want to talk about that, Gabe, if you don't want to talk about that realm of technology.
This T-shirt can be it's quotes, man.
At least we're making a good time,
Yeah, like I said.
Without it, like, fucking kicking us off. I don't know why the fuck it does that.
But at the same time, like, we can sit right here and say, like, oh, we don't want, like, the internet. Like, we can understand social media as far as, like, technology. But, like, we need that shit as far as, like, staying alive.
It's a part of our lives. Like
you know what I mean?
You literally can't escape that shit.
And that's but also that's one of the problems because like that's what's keeping us alive longer, in which we are supposed to be dead at a certain age, in which that's where the overpopulation is coming from.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's one of those things, just technology in general. You have. You have to understand it literally to live.
To understand
technology to live. Like it's like when as soon as you start, like I'll call it like this, like as soon as you stop sharpening your sword, physical and mental, you're letting yourself go in this world.
I don't know, man. I don't care for technology. I don't really care for science either. So that's just my opinion.
Why is that?
I feel like they go hand in hand.
No, I agree. But why is that? Like
I
personally agree with you. Like, I fucking hate social media.
It's a little off topic, but I feel like just thinking about space, for example. Like, why the fuck should we be concerned about what the fuck is going on out there when this here is clearly not okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get up at 4.
Jim Beam out. But yeah, I just like there's more. There's more important shit to worry about than like fucking the star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
but that's why I don't really care for
understanding science and understanding technology is either it's weird because you have to understand that to shift the world the way you want it to go for the better.
We live in a world. We live in a world of first.
Yes.
So in that aspect, just think about it. Like, every country, every country always wants to be the first one to like be the first one to go to the moon.
Oh yeah.
Such and such.
Like, you know what I mean?
Do you think we went to the moon?
Shit, ain't
No, look at you doing to us like that.
Ain't no telling.
Huh?
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's a great question. But all I do know is if
take me first.
if we did go, or I wish more people were able to honestly fly, go to the moon, because who I think it was Neil Armstrong said. He's like, I wish more people were able to actually experience this, more than 20 people in the entire world, or however.
Right. Something
because
like that,
it really puts into perspective just how small we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like hiking, you know? Go to the top of the mountain and just see how fucking huge this place is. Same shit.
That's the part of disconnecting with massive amounts of people, which is why I believe like New York City or places where you're literally like on top of each other, built up, is not how a society should be built. That's not good for a brain, regardless of whether it's animal or human. That's not how a brain should be structured. That's why people are more calm in nature.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
that's true. But at the same time, though, like, you know, like we have to live in these cities because there's so many people that live in that area. Mm-hmm. Like, if you think about it, like, if you go anywhere else outside of like Phoenix, none of that shit's habitable. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got to get water to this place. You got to do all that. So that's where everybody congregate. Mm-hmm. If you go back to like the old Aztecs and Mayans, they all congregate around water canals. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
in like civilizations.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where all the main cities and stuff like that was by the water source. You always, if a city does not thrive without a water source.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I don't know too much about that shit, so I can't really comment. I don't know. I'm just not. You know.
Yeah,
like history, you know, science, technology. Man.
I mean, I try to stay at least hip with something. You know, I'm one of those people who are like, I always try
like the current events and shit. Or you saying
not necessarily just current events, but just like
why
like
something's the way it is.
If I like see it or like hear it or like hear it on like the radio or something like that, then I'm like curious. You know what I mean? I might look it up or something like that.
If it's like something of interest,
yeah.
I mean, if it's like, oh, like the Kardashian, you know, it's like, all right, I'm gonna shut this shit off. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, there's no interest in it.
But I mean, that's like kind of what I'm getting at, man. It's just like that shit ain't going away.
No, it's not.
And it's only making this place dumber, you know?
Yeah, because we idolize people that literally never struggled, have never had to like actually like go shopping.
Or just people like that's one thing I've never been able to understand. This money. Just just how somebody can
live that way.
No, what the fuck was I gonna say? Like idolize, like I guess what did you say? Fathom, just somebody that they're never gonna meet, and it's just like they they're just a normal motherfucker.
No, they're not even normal. Like
they like you got them. I know what you mean. Like you got them ones out there that like change their bodies to be like somebody.
Yeah, or just like
talk like them. And
yeah,
I
just like even like a groupie, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that shit at all.
How it's obviously majority women.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know somebody if it wasn't them being on TV,
exactly,
or if it wasn't for some song.
So that's what we actually had this conversation last week. Wiz, he had a song. He's like, most people want to be famous, but they don't really want to put the work in, and it's usually the people that aren't ready to put the work in, aren't willing to put the work in, that just want the easy results. And yeah, so it's just interesting, like the fact that we like idolize, and I think this was a topic too, how we idolize people that like literally just, everyone has a fucking cell phone. How hard is it to take a picture of yourself and put an inspirational quote with your ass on it? Like, and those are the people that we idolize, and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
It's just annoying.
But
but at the same time, like that's why, like one thing about social media though, you can control like who you follow.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like so, at the same time, if you don't like, even if it's family, if you don't like their ass, you gotta follow their ass.
Right. But at the same time, you can control it, but also there's like, I feel like they specifically do this so that you can't control it, like. Instagram, for example, I don't have this shit, but I'm saying like how I remember it, because you can see what somebody else is liking, right? Mm-hmm. So they could be liking something that you don't follow, but then you still end up seeing
it comes up to it. Yeah.
So like it's like yes and no in a way, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like Facebook.
Like look at Lil Wayne. He follows one person.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that too. I've noticed that too with people that are quote unquote famous. They don't want they don't want to have that, because it's like, it's almost like MySpace in a sense. Well, why wasn't I number one on your top 50 or whatever? It's
the top friends,
like
bro. I
like
remember starting off like it was like 8, and then fucking went to like 32 and shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, so it's like
shout out MySpace. Shout out Tom, man. Rest in peace.
Shout out Tom, wherever he is. But there's a reason why Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs were literally like are crazy, because they knew what they did to this world. Here we are talking about social media again, and I know you didn't want to talk about it, but it's something that
it's so fucking prevalent.
It's prevalent, and it's never going away.
It's gay.
It is gay, but it's gay, and it's never going away.
I just talk hella shit.
But it's like, or okay, so likings, whatever. It's like almost. If you're searching for something on Google, and then you go on Facebook, you're gonna see a fucking ad for it. It's crazy, like SEO.
Yo, crazy,
like nothing is like private no more. No. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And I don't know how that. It's just like I was telling somebody I think I had Snapchat open, but I was on the phone talking with somebody about fucking not Vegas, but Laughlin. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, I see a fucking ad about Laughlin. I'm like, yo, what the like? I understand Vegas, but Laughlin? You guys like this motherfucker's on a jet ski? This motherfucker's on a jet ski and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. This was literally like within the hour. I'm like, how, like, and nobody is paying attention to this shit. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, they definitely listening. Yeah. But they trying to listen to them phone calls to hear you say something about killing a president, some dumb shit like that. Like what? Like how many times have you actually heard somebody actually say that? You know what I mean? Like
right. I don't know, man. How you guys feeling though? All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think this was a successful one. You know, we can keep you on though.
Yeah, it's a successful one.
If you want to, I don't know.
That's all I got, unless you guys got some.
Yeah. I'm good, man.
Yeah,
man. Share that note, pussy.
No, I actually just deleted it.
What? That was it? That was all that you had? Oh, okay. Because you made it sound like you had a shit ton. That's why I was like, let me.
Those are all I had.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, we'll
But the thing about it is, like, for real, like, the internet it's just crazy though. Like we need it and we can utilize it to the best of like our abilities to get where we need to go. But
you have to understand it.
Yeah,
you have to understand it.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like
it's really a science to it.
It is
like,
the moment you let it start controlling you is when you're not yourself anymore, and it's the internet. Like that's why I struggle with it too, and I think artists struggle with it most.
Well, I was gonna say, like in the field that you're in, like,
I have to have it.
Well, no, I'm just saying like that, like. People just turn into, like, I feel like you can meet somebody and it's not even what they put on the internet. Like, dude.
That's why, like, your verbiage, the energy you put out, the people you work with is all contradictory of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why I do the best I can to encapsulate the people that I work with. I'm a firm believer of, like, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. So if you're putting out negative vibes, you're going to get negative vibes back. If you put out grammar that you wouldn't speak in, out into the world, you're going to look like an idiot, and that's why I told Alec, I was like, it's the same thing with music. Same thing with this. Don't talk about things you've never experienced before. Don't write about things you've never experienced before. It's like, because people will fucking...
People will do their research.
It's the internet.
If it gets to that level.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they find out about everything.
Yeah.
And like that's the crazy part. Like that's why I was saying something to you about.
Good shit, gentlemen. Good shit, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. We deep.
Good shit, gentlemen.
It's been a good one.
That was a good one.
Peace.
But yeah, that's what House of Cards is crazy though.
I never.
And like that's how they got over and he got to become the president and everything.
I think that was an eye-opening podcast for him.
He
just in terms of talking about
fucking